GM fam, we are live with your hosts, Solinvestor and myself, Phil X Contreras from Value Vibes, where we have a special guest here, Jikan Studios, with Jaxx, one of the managers of the projects, who are an NFT project building on Solana around community first, and will be talking to us about their project and lots of things. What's up, Jikan? What's up, Jaxx? How's it going, man?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me. Solinvestor, Phil. It's been a long time coming. Solinvestor and I, we go way back. I started talking to him over a year ago, I feel like. And Phil, I caught you in the live stream with Frank the other day, so I'm happy and excited to be here. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so talk to us, man. Like, how did you get into this space? How did everything proceed to what we have now?
It's so funny. Everyone that I talk to, they're like, "Oh, I've been in crypto since 2014, 2017." And I'm trying to onboard other people. Like, literally, my mom onboarded me, so she's the one that I got
Oh, really?
yeah, she got all caught up into crypto. She's like, "How do I buy this? How do I do this?" She wanted to buy Bitcoin, she wanted to buy ETH, she wanted to buy like Doge. I'm like, Mom, like all that stuff is a scam, man. Like crypto is not real. But what is funny is when I was working in Asia, definitely okay, so here's the story. When I was in high school, I'm a bit older than your typical degens. That's when Bitcoin first came out. And I remember it back then, it was like $1 or $2 per Bitcoin. I'm just like, what is this? We were like, oh, this is the next thing. So I faded that like really, really bad. And some of our friends actually got into Bitcoin, and he retired, I would say 4 or 5 years after high school, opened up a Bitcoin mining company in Asia, and he just made tons of money. So I'm like, oh, damn, like, okay, what is next, right? I was interested in it a little bit, and then I bought some ETH, luckily when it was really, really cheap. And then once the NFT scenes come on, I was like, okay. So my mom was like really into crypto. I've started to research a little bit more. Found my old ETH wallet. Was able to make some good trades on ETH, and then that's when Azuki came out. Made a little bit of money there. And then I'm just like, this just doesn't make sense. Like, why are we paying so much gas fee, man? Like, I tried minting some stuff on ETH and it just like fail mint, but you spend like $100 on gas. I'm like, there's gotta be something else. So I started to, watch some YouTube videos. So actually, I think you guys are doing a good job because YouTube is like the easiest way to onboard people. People have any interest, some time, they'll flip on YouTube and then they'll find you. I found Easy Eat because I was watching the Nifty, and that's where I kind of met Solinvestor because we're in Easy's Discord. And everybody's just been
Yeah.
so helpful. Like Solana and ETH is completely different. Solana at that time, everybody just helpful, helping each other, onboarding each other. Like, you can just throw a question and people just helping you out. So, and then as soon as you mint something on Solana and you trade and then you make some money, you're like, oh shit, like I'm hooked. Like this is it, right? And then COVID didn't help too, right? So we had a lot of time at home, so we're just like, let's just trade. So I remember Soul Investor and I were just like, oh, how about this one? Oh, this one. Oh, I like it. I don't like it. When did you sell? Like he just been super transparent with me. I remember one of the ones was a hawk. It was a Hawk card that they do like DeFi. I remember we traded those like, yeah, Hawk side. We traded those back and forth. Like, what should we sell? What should we buy? We just like we were crazy.
Dude.
But yeah.
Oh man, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we made like 10 SOL, right?
We made a lot of money.
Like, yeah, Solo's at like $100, $200. We made 10 SOL off that. Like that was like a monthly income sort of thing in a way.
It was so easy.
One project.
That just one project, yeah. Back in and out, and then OKB came. Oh man, everybody printed at that time.
Dude, I sold mine for 10 SOL.
Oh, you fumbled that back, bro.
Dude, I remember you saying So the two ones that you told me I should hold and I faded you was OK Bears and Blocksmith Labs.
Yeah.
And my thinking was, so with Blocksmith Labs, I think that minted for like 1 or 2 Sol or something like that. I flipped it for like 6, 7 Sol, and Sol was like at $100 at the time. I'm like, I made like $700 in like a couple of minutes. So like I'm good. And then with OK Bears, minted for 1 Sol, it went to 10 Sol, just above 10 Sol, because at that time we were paying royalties. I sold for like 13 Sol, made like 10 Sol profit. And I'm like, I this is like a 10x, right? Which is like 1,000% in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So like I'm good. But then it just kept going. It just kept going. And I know you held those two for a little bit.
Yeah, Blocksmith, I didn't mint. I did it as a swing trade. So I actually got in at 30 at the time. Though it was a bit later.
Shit.
I got in at 30. And then I was going to do it as a swing trade. I'm like, the volume is crazy, the team is good. And then they went to 60. They went to like 70. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? And then at the time, Mercury was popping off, and then I was getting Forge, I was buying whitelist. So it was constantly printing whitelist. So I'm like, okay, Blocksmith, you gotta hold that shit. But OKB, yeah, man, that was the craziest story. I honestly didn't have time to sell. It was the day before my daughter was born. So my wife was like in labor. I'm like, oh, okay, these are like 40. Like just sell it and celebrate and then just move on. And then next day my daughter's born, I'm all happy. I'm like, let's take a look at OKB. Oh yeah, they're like 100. I'm like, damn it.
You couldn't tell your wife, just hold on, I gotta trade these NFTs.
I know, right? I'm just like, oh, you know what? Just forget about it. And then I even texted my friend, I'm like, okay, I just sold it. I exit at 40. Now they can move. I don't care. I'm not gonna cry about it. And then next morning they're 100. I'm like, oh. But it's okay. We're very happy. Make some money off of that. And that actually is a good segue to Jikan because after OKB, I remember the hype man was tripping apes. Kind of get that. So the story was like, after OKB, the FOMO comes, the ETH money came, and then what is next? What is next, right? And that time, I think Hydra just been popping off. Anything Hydra touches, they were doing well. Jikan is one of the Hydra projects that launched. They were actually just debating to go before or after tripping. And I think Jikan went after tripping apes. I wasn't able to mint. I was not on the whitelist. Like, it was so hard to get. I don't know if you guys remember. It was just so hard to get.
I remember.
But,
I remember Hydra was really big at that time.
Yeah, Hydra was huge.
I actually think they're making a bit of a comeback. But I mean, like anything that minted off them was popping off. One thing about Jikan, we had a lot of projects just capitalizing on the hype because, OK Bears did incredible, Tripping Apes did incredible. And then you had like other projects come in and, they were just trying to capitalize on the hype, stuff like Great Goats. And it's very, very difficult to separate, okay, what are real projects and what's really trying to capitalize on the hype. And I think Jikan was maybe to a large extent somewhat, well, it was definitely underestimated because a lot of people thought that this is just a quick flip. I know I quick flipped it at the time. How did you guys sort of move past that barrier of sort of being a quick flip during a time of mass hysteria to actually being like a well-established project within the space?
That's a great question. Personally, just full transparency, I honestly didn't mint. I was in it for a flip. I was trading, right? These things come out of gate. I bought them and they were pumping, and then I sold. And then things changed because there was a lot of flood at the time too. And just being, I like people with good morals. So I always like try to talk to the team. And then surprisingly enough, I gotta give props to Corrupt. He's the co-founder of Jikan. and he was just replying to people, and he will hop into, you know, VC chat and just talk to people and then kind of explain what's going on. So what really separated the team, because I know the image, I know at the time Jikan was lucky. Like I have to say, at the time, you know, so was popping off, people were just chasing the hype. So there was a lot of liquidity in the market. So having the mint at that time, and so was not cheap at the time. So kind of set the team up with a good war chest to build for the future. And then what really matters is the team didn't give up. You know, they had every opportunity to just take the money and just like, you know what, we're done. People don't like us. We will go. But you know, the co-founders, well, co-owners now, they just like, you know, we got all this money from our investors. We're gonna build something, and they literally never left, and they kept building. The team has restructured a little bit since Mint. Some of the, you know, the people that weren't contributing have left. What is left now is, you know, 2 new co-owners have joined. Corrupt is still there, and the team has brought on people like me and some others that had just been vocal from day one and are contributing to the project. That's why I actually officially joined. This is my first Web3 job, I guess. You know, I'm not getting paid amazing, but like it is fun working with like-minded people. It's like you guys, right? You guys on YouTube, you're not getting paid, you know, maybe a little bit here and there, but it's more fun and passionate. You're hanging out with people that you like, and you're trying to build something hopefully other people will like. So I guess the short answer would be it's the team. How they just never left, and they put their time, effort, and passion into it. That's what made the difference. And the community, some community members are crazy. I tell you, like there are guys holding 100, 200, 300 Gcons. I'm like, you're insane. But they're like, you know, I like what you guys do. I got money, you know. So another huge part is our whales. You know, our holders, they're just diehards. And they're awesome. We always talk to them, throw ideas around with them. They give us feedback. So everybody's super pumped with the new art. So this is something we're really, really excited about.
Yeah. So what I'm interested in is like, you know, you kind of like build off within the community. So what made you want to become part of Jikan Studios? Like how did that come about, starting from the inside?
Yeah, so I'm never the type of person like, hey, give me a job, make me a mod, make me a CM.
Yeah.
I just been with them, and I'm very vocal about things. If I don't like it, I'll say it. And Bennett, he's the co-founder. He's just like, you know, and one day he's just like, I'm just gonna roll you. You're gonna be a CM now. I'm like, I never asked for that. Yeah, because we did create something called the Infinity Council. So it's, you know, it's the people that so it's a group of people that just really vocal about it, very honest, adds value, and then it's somebody these are the people that team can come to. So we have a few of those members. So we will do meetings, you know, all the time. So, and then out of the members in the Infinity Council, some of us became, you know, CMs. So, so it was a natural progression, and you know, and in a way, because none of us really applied to BCM, and then they just asked you to do it, did add value to it. So because it makes you feel like you're seen, and they know your value, and makes you want to contribute even more. So I think I did talk to some other people on Twitter Spaces and stuff. You know, everybody's like, "How do you make money? How do you make money in Web3?" Even in this market, you know, maybe just stick to the projects you really like, community you really like, and then maybe grow with them, and then you can actually build up a resume, build up a you know, a job in Web3. I know Solinvestor, we're in. I don't know what their new name is. They used to call MetaMint, remember? I know you're a what do you call it, alpha caller now. So it's kind of like a natural progression, right? You're a community member at first, you just add value, and then like, hey, you know what? Let's bring you on to be an alpha caller, do the trial and stuff. So a lot of it's just a natural progression.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty awesome. And you touched a lot about the community. I think you've said the word community. More than I think anyone else we've ever interviewed in like this past like 2 minutes. But it's super interesting because I mean, you see how the founders, and I've seen how you interact with the Jikan community, and you guys are always taking feedback, always just chatting with the community. It's actually one of the reasons why you guys have been working on the art for so long.
Yeah.
You always see announcements saying that, oh, we've taken your suggestions on board, we're changing a couple of traits. How has that journey been when it comes to the art revamp? Because I've never
Oh
seen a
man.
project focus so much on the community.
Oh man, it's hectic, dude. So I guess so the new art. So we were just talking about it. Like, we kind of want the new art to be like a statement. It's like new art, new us kind of vibe.
Mhm.
I actually like the old art. Honestly, the monkeys were good. But a lot of the traits didn't make sense. And here's a little bit about the past. So the old art is created by the other founder, and he has left the project. So in a way, having that OR will always remind us of what it was, and we want to do something completely different. And we brought in some really good artists. They're both from 101 Z, and then we just keep talking to the community and then see what people like. The Wukong one was the tough one because shifting from monkeys to humans is like
Yeah.
I didn't know there was like people are just passionate about the monkeys. Like there's a huge group of people so passionate about monkeys. I'm like, well, we have mutanates, we have bored apes, we have like all the monkeys in the world. Why would you still want monkeys? But people are like, hey, we just fuck with the art. Like we loved it. And then we that's why we introduced the Wukong skin, and people really took a liking to that too.
Yeah, I really actually look, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the old art. I do think that the Jakan old art is better than the Vandals old art. But I'll
Yeah.
also say that the Jikan new art is also better than the Vandals new art.
Oh, thanks,
But that's
bro.
just my
Thanks.
opinion.
Okay, one thing we gotta set the record straight. Gcon and Vandal have no connections. Okay, we're
Yeah, they
not
have
one
zero
team.
connection.
We have zero connections. Our artists did work for them, so there are some. I understand there are some similarities, the color palette, the lines with our old art, but we are not one team. We have no connections. Yeah.
I don't know, Phil. What do you think about the old art, the new art? What are your thoughts?
I mean, to be honest, like I really never like looked directly into the art. So to me right now it's just just all kind of like the same. So like I never got into the culture behind this on the debates. So I'm kind of neutral, I would say.
They'll just trade the floor and make money, and then he's out.
Yeah, no, I'm actually surprised that you were so active in in Vandals because you and I we've traded a lot and we've got in and out of so many projects over the past 1 year. We probably can't even name half of them at this point.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we just like I didn't care that much before. I hold some stuff that I really like. I think for me the biggest difference, I hate to say community again, but is the team and the people that you vibe with. Like for example, I'm still in the Discord for Secret Sphinx. A lot has happened to them, but it just the people are just awesome. They're the best people I met. I hold some Ubek, again, a good team. I back them. So for me, I guess it's being a little bit older. I do like to invest things that I really, really like. I hold my Apple stocks, I hold my Tesla stock, not because, money or whatever. I just like the founders, I like the team. So I kind of translate that to NFTs as well. Corrupt jumping into VC, chatting with me, chatting with everybody. I think that really brought us closer, and it was hard. It was just hard to sell at one point.
And speaking about team, I know he's not like part of the team officially or anything like that. But what's Frank's involvement with the project? Frank from
Frank.
Egots.
Yeah, Frankie. I would say he's more like a big brother, even though he's like a lot younger than me, but he just so knowledgeable, right? He just when he talks, you just can't help but to listen, and he has given us some really good, advices and pointers. He's so supportive too, and of course, once in a while you want that Frank tweet. Frank show, and it just brings attention. He's so good at mastering the art of gathering attention, breaking the internet. You just can't help but to learn from him. He was super helpful, and we were really lucky with the tubes. The Utes. We got some allocations. Of course, again, like I remember we were saying, hey, should we allocate some our treasury to DAS to get the allocations? And we all wanted to do that. We didn't want to go that crazy onto it, but then Corrupt is like, you know what? They're a great team. I want to back them, and we put a good amount of money into it. I don't remember if you guys remember at the time it was those just generous robots and Jikan were like trying to out each other, try to get more allocations. So that was fun. And then that got his attention, and then he will DM us, we'll DM them, and he just gave us really good feedbacks. So everything positive to say about Frank. There's a lot of controversy about the star for the PFEs. I did it. I support greater royalty. 100% being part of the team, because a lot of people don't understand is people will say, oh, you guys minted, right? What are you doing with the mint funds? Why aren't you using the mint fund to pay the team? Yes, you can do that, but the mint fund is really to build out the project. Just to let you guys know, like since October when royalty got turned off, the co-owners they haven't been paying themselves because their initial payment was just off of royalties, and that's kind of why Jikan had a good treasury to build with to do the art. We pay our artists really, really well. I'm not going to disclose how much we pay them per trade, but it's very high, very, very high. So everybody eats before the team. The devs, they're not going to do anything unless you pay them, and we have really good devs. And the artist's not going to draw unless you pay them, and we have very good artists. But easily you can save money is on the team side. The founders can not take money. CMs can not take as much money, but the devs and the artists, you cannot starve them. And we were putting a lot of money into them, whereas the founders were surviving off of royalties. So that's why I support royalties, and it makes sense. Of course, I'm not speaking for other projects. Some projects out of the gate, we're going to allocate 40% to team. And what are you going to do with that? Who knows, right? But this is how Jikan is set up currently, and that's why I think royalties is very, very important. Yeah, long story short, Frank is great. We love him. He has good relationship with us, and tweet more about us, Frank.
You said to circle back, right? You had to circle back.
Yeah.
No, dude, this royalty situation's been insane. I know Phil has quite a few thoughts on it.
Yeah. No, I mean, when you mentioned that, how the founders, they basically are right now, with this whole royalty thing, they decided to switch game plans because from what you said, they were able to get a little percentage from the in the beginning before the royalties. Now they kind of changed their movement. It speaks a lot. It speaks a lot on how they really, they want to really keep moving. And it's about, the project, the community first, and the artists first to really just keep pushing through this bear market that we have right now, including the royalty thing dilemma, which it seems like things are moving with Metaplex and a couple of other things that are going around with Magic Eden. So what do you see coming in with right now with royalties? Like are you guys able to work with some of the projects out there with Metaplex or someone else? How's this coming along from your guys' standpoint?
Yeah, we're working with Metaplex. We want to see what are the solutions out there. To be honest, there's no real solution yet, but we're gonna keep at it because it's a friction, right? Because I don't know if you guys digged into Metaplex future plans from just I read their document partially, so it almost seems like in Jikan's perspective, we will have to remint the whole collection, first of all. And then from trader and consumer perspective, I think they give you X amount of wallets that you can sign up and you can trade within those wallets, which just doesn't make sense because right now, if I want to send Solinvestor something, I can do it. I can send him I can send him an NFT, I just need his wallet. Whereas Metaplex, you won't be able to do that without incurring a fee unless I register Solinvestor's wallet to my account. So that creates a lot of friction. I do not like that. But hopefully, there will be a solution. And if you really dig into their document, they also want projects and platform to hold their token as well to use their service. So who knows how that's going to play out. So from my perspective, I think the solution is not here yet, but it is very encouraging that all the leaders in the industry is working on it. I think it will get solved, but it is a tough thing because if you think so, here's the story from the ETH side, right? If you're an ETH trader, you can make money quite easily trading, half a ETH. If you make half a ETH, 1 ETH from trading in a few days, that's a good chunk of money. How much SOL would that have to be to be the equivalent, right? So if you're a trader, why would you trade SOL NFTs when you can trade ETH NFTs? SOL NFTs, you make 2 SOL today. Okay, yeah, you make $20. Good for you. Right. Whereas before, Solinvestor, we made 3 souls. We're like, dude, we just made $300, $400 easily, right? So that does not help. And then from a project side, it's like, why would you launch on Soul? You have no royalties. Go tell everybody's like, oh, wait till we onboard the next Nike, the Adidas. Why would any big business come to Soul knowing that they will make no money unless from the initial mint, right? So it goes to full circle, to be honest. If you are someone like Degen trader, whatever, you're in the ecosystem, you just have to support projects, and projects have to support buyers, and it's an ecosystem. For the word ecosystem is a reason, right? Because we live off of each other, so it's a full circle. You just can't turn off royalties just like that. And expect people to keep working. I appreciate the co-founders, the co-owners of Jikan right now. They're working essentially for free, but how long can that last, right? Arguably a few months. Luckily, most of us have our, in our IRL jobs that we're not relying on this for our, livelihood, but there are teams that may need that. So, we'll have to see. We have to play it out. I am bullish on the, the chain on Solana in general. So right now, I just my time to accumulate SOL. I accumulate projects that I like, and I work with projects that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, some interesting stuff there. With Metaplex and everything on the royalty situation there. Now, Solinvestor, I know you had another question.
Yeah, I mean, look, I never knew Metaplex does that, where the token gets frozen. You can't really send it to different wallets unless they're registered. I mean, oh man, that is so bad. Because I mean,
Right?
yeah, in the Bodega group, we send each other like all of these random NFTs all the time for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Whether it's for fun or we want to check out other DAOs or whatever. So, oh man, that's really, really bad. Jeez.
Yeah, yeah, because they released this huge document that they expect everybody to read. Nobody's gonna read it, dude. Unfortunately, like, I'm curious. I was like, oh, how are we gonna make this work? So I was reading. I'm like, what? You can register wallets? You have to register a few wallets, and then they're just we want decentralization, right? But that's just more power to Metaplex. Like, I think somebody made a joke. It's like, if Metaplex want to, change your NFTs right now, they essentially could, because everybody, millions of them. Yeah,
Yeah, look, I think that just shows how far away we are from an actual solution. I think you're right. It would probably take a couple of months.
yeah.
Um, I mean, look, you guys have been hinting a lot about, extra sort of revenue streams and creating more revenue streams.
Yep.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that and what you guys have in mind?
Yeah, so I can't release too much details, but what I can say, and this has been said, so we didn't want to make another tool, right? Another thing, another sniper bot, just for the sake of creating a tool.
Have you guys
For-
thought about putting a minting bot with it?
oh yeah, 100%. We're gonna do a sniper bot with mint bot. We're gonna do a portfolio tracker. We're gonna, everything that everybody else has done. Yeah. So, so what we see, I think part of the old Gcon was, there wasn't a why. So we were trying to soul search a little bit. It's like, what is the reason of being here? What is our why? So we didn't want to gate ourselves as one trick pony. So we want to be very flexible. We want to build stuff that we really want. So the new thing will be something we're gonna use first for our upgrade. So it's gonna be very gamified in a way, and it will touch the AMM realm. So that would be
Mm.
something interesting. We want to bring value to our holders in a sense. So we did troop tokens. So if you know Gcons, they accumulate troop. It is our native token, and that could be used, in the old-fashioned raffles and so on. But we really feel like all these projects that launch tokens. I know Solinvestor is not a big fan of tokens. I already know that.
I'm not a big fan
He
of
he he
tokens.
he hates tokens. He's like, this is all trash. Like, why are you guys doing this shit? So we really want projects to have a way to really use their tokens. So it will be fun. It will kind of emulate AMMs, and we want to test ourselves first and then see if other projects that have tokens will be able to use it in the same way. So make the tokens more valuable, make it make sense. Bennett, he's a huge guy. He's helping with our tokenomics, so he's very knowledgeable. So here's another little bit of I guess alpha slash secret is we're actually very close with Hydra. Gcon was a Hydra mint, but Perez and the team, they're very supportive. We do work with them all the time. And then they launched something called the Degen Toy Machine. I'm not sure if you guys know about that. So essentially, it's raffles on steroids. It's a very Degen, protocol. The contract is pretty crazy. The community loved our Degen Toy Machine. Every time we run it, pretty much it'll sell out. We had raffled off tubes, DeGods, to the community. We do it in troop, and we did some in Snow. So with that technology being pretty much perfected, and Hype is actually selling that technology to many other projects. I think Tripping Ape uses it. even what do you call it? It was the other fat cat, not DJ Fat Cat Capital. Yeah, and
Fat Cat Capital.
yeah, Fat Cat Capital, they uses it, Soulbook keys. So everybody's running that Degen Toy Machine, and it can go right and can go wrong from a project perspective. If you don't do it properly, all your big prizes will just fly off the shelf right away, and nobody will play anymore. So there's a lot of calibrations, and Ben has been super helpful with that. So capitalizing the success of Degen Toy Machine, we're going to bring that technology into another way of doing our upgrade, and plus a whole bunch of other things, everything else. So it's going to be exciting. I do hope people keep their eyes on what we're going to do with our upgrade, the way we're doing it, and how we're going to go forward from there. And if people like, what we put together, if like our technology, maybe they will use, we'll adjust it. We'll use that, and hopefully bring in some additional revenue for Jikan as well. Yeah, I see. You're looking at like our trades. Yeah, we gone through so many trades, and it just keep getting better and better. Yeah, the problem with
there's such a big difference between these two.
Oh man, that's not even half of it. Yeah, you gotta see the more rare ones there. They go crazy. They're insane. Here's the thing, like, I know youths went through it. It's just like, oh, when is the art? When is the art? The longer the art takes is not a bad thing. The art only gets better. Like, no artist draw the best thing first go, right? Like, art just gonna keep getting better. The longer you wait, you're gonna be rewarded. And after this art upgrade, I don't think we're going to do too much with the the base art. We will, of course, update here and there and announce new things. And we have some other partnership, in the piping with one-on-one artists and so on. I don't think that announcement's out yet, so that'll be something really cool. So yeah, here's the thing, like people always say, oh, what is NFTs? What is NFTs? NFTs is not a non-fungible token. It's really just art, community, and tech. Like, that's how I see it. These are the three pillars of NFTs. You don't have any of these three, it's going to be very, very hard to have a successful NFT project.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's something I never appreciated. I learned over time. To actually create new artwork, the team needs to put in several months into it. It's not something that takes like, 1 or 2 months and it's done. And if a project is doing an art revamp in 1 or 2 months and that's all they need, to me, that's already a huge red flag.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You don't want to do art upgrade just because this is the meta, because DGOS did it, right? And to that point, like Jikan is not even doing an art upgrade. We're essentially launching a new project. If you see it, the art is completely different, and the change itself is so difficult. Like, we honestly bit off a little bit too much than what we can chew initially. Because if you think, okay, so here's a comparison that makes everybody easier to understand. DGOS, they went from DGOS to DeadGods. The traits are 1-to-1, right? If you had laser eyes in your old DGOD, you're going to have laser eyes in your new DGOD. If you had a mole, you're going to get a new mole, so on and so forth. So their trait is 1-to-1. It's actually very easy. You just recreating the collection with new art. And then if you look at Vandals, what they did is, so they kind of strip away all the rarity, everything, and then you're just going to get a new art. So it was not a 1-to-1. It was pretty much completely random. So we're in between. So there are old traits that we just don't like, and we're stripping that away. For example, holding a golf club, right? Or there are traits that we just like, we do not like, we want to get rid of it. And then there are trades that people are so passionate about, that your crowns, you know, your scuba suits. So some trades has to be a one-to-one transformation. And yeah, you got the golf clubs. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, it's, you know, you got your World War II pilot hat with a golf club and a gold chain, you know, in a tracksuit. That just don't make sense. So we're scrapping a load of those, and then we're replacing that with new ones that people like. And this is something we've been working with. We want to create trades with you know, with intent. It has to make sense, right? So so that's been very difficult. But on the other side, you have to protect rarity, because people have paid, you know, above floor, above mid way above for certain trades that they really like. And you gotta, oh man, you have to went to that one. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
this
really
one
good.
this one was a pretty crazy one. It was, you know, we were working with Degons at the time. We raffled this one to their community member. I don't know who the owner is. He's just been listing it since he got it. And this guy does mess with our play, so we don't know what to do with him, to be honest. He might stay. He's not gonna get upgraded. So yeah. So yeah, we're
I,
trying to be in the middle. So see, if you see the astronaut, he's astronaut suit has to be a one-to-one upgrade, whereas other trades needs to be, you know, randomized in a way. So it has been a very difficult journey to figure out a way to protect holders' royalty whilst keeping some trades that people love and getting rid of old trades that we don't like and make it really cool.
I don't envy you. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know. Yeah.
yeah, and you know, obviously, you guys have also made a ton of adjustments. Damn, it's a complete rebrand.
Completely.
But after the art upgrade, which we know it's happening very soon. I think you guys said you're around 80%, just above 80%.
Yeah, I think
There yet?
I think we're over 90 now. Right
Oh
now we're
wow.
more, yeah, we're just trying to figure out the final, the top rarity ones, the top, you know, top 10, because we're going to do something really cool for those holders. I'm not gonna say anything, but if you hold a Royal Komodo, that's the, you know, the top trade, you're gonna get something super sick. And these guys, they're diamond handing it until what's coming after. Right now, we're trying to figure out something really good for them, really good. Slight hints: our artists are very good. They come from the one-on-one scene, so
Yeah.
they're gonna make something really crazy for them.
And look, we've been talking about the art for a while, but
Yeah.
after the art, after the whole art upgrade happens, what's next for Jikan?
Yeah, so that's interesting because after the art, of course, that'll be the hype. What's coming after? We kind of, so this this came. I'm not saying Frank copied us or anything. I think it's around the same time we were talking about getting rid of troop. Essentially, one day we wanted to, you know, stop the trooping mission. We want to go off of a more experience based staking system. So that would be really fun. So it'd be a new way to reward people that holds multiple and for holding a longer period of time. And I don't know if people know about this. Sol works off of a proof of time system. So we really want to play with that. Jikan, you know, you see the infinity logo. Jikan means time in Japanese. So we want to do something really cool with time and reward people that spends more time and, you know, multiple Jikans with the community. So that'd be really cool. So it'll be a new reward system, and we really want to, you know, come up with really cool way to reward them. Merch, of course, is, you know, down the line. We're looking into it. But you know, we want to finish one thing before we start another. So in the pipeline will be art, and then it will be a newer staking system.
So you guys are going to get rid of the token completely?
Nothing's off the table yet, but we do. So we want to make Troop more valuable than what it is right now. So creating value to Troop, and then eventually come off of Troop and go to a experience-based system. That's the plan. You know, it never goes the way you want it to. So we'll see. And if Troop's value is really, really high, I mean, hey, I'm able to keep it. But that's something we're exploring, and that is in the pipelines right now.
No, that's music to my ears. Like I don't like tokens, so
you hate tokens. I know, dude. But right now, the biggest play right now for Jikan is to accumulate Troop, and then to burn the Troop, and then get the cool stuff we're replacing it with, in a sense.
You guys
go for it.
Recently. What was that all about? Because I wanted to buy more, and somehow you guys just ended up pumping.
Yeah, you gotta give it to, again, Kimi. These are the people that's been with us. They're excited about the art. See, here's the love and hate relationship with traders, right? It's like you need traders, you need people to buy and sell. But traders also will floor your NFT so quick, and then you just collapse everything. So, there, of course, part of the volume comes from swing traders. Myself, I do that as well. Of course, I understand. But there are also people accumulating at the same time. I think the newest announcement, we updated the metadata on all the Jikans, so you can easily go into Magic Eden and then see their rarity. So, and then people, if you have a common, that will of course transform into a common. If you have an epic, that will transform into epic. So I think that was a really cool move, and I don't see why a lot of projects don't do it. Because everybody's like, oh, what do we use for rarity? Do we use Moonring? Do we use Rarity Key? Do we look at Magic Eden? How do we know? Why don't you just put in a metadata? So if you go to any Jikan right now, if you go to details, you're going to see the rarity of it. Yeah, if you just scroll down a little bit, you see rarity. It says common.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
Yeah. Right, like, isn't that easier than and then there's a filter on the side on Magic Eden. If you want to go buy an epic, you see the floor is 5.5 versus a rare 4.47, and that just makes sense to us. So that would really help with the art upgrade. In a sense, you would see that's why we're protecting the rarity. So if somebody paid 15 souls for this, we don't want him or her to give up that rarity like another project that has done it, whereas you just give up and then, you're going to get a random one. It's going to be based off other matrix. So we really want to reward people that have spent additional soul for a particular rarity. Unfortunately, he's not going to keep the gold golf clubs, but he will get something really cool instead.
Does he keep the gold chain though?
I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see about that. Gold chain gang is oh man, yeah. Gold chain gang goes hard.
All right. So okay. Not asking for specific dates here, but are we going to get the art upgrade before the end of the year?
Okay. I don't know. I can't.
I'm a trader. I gotta ask this question.
Yeah. I just don't know. I honestly don't know. So here's the other thing. I gotta give shout out to the team. So Arkanfu and Jinraf, they're our artists. So they're based in other parts of the world. So that's the other interesting is when you have a project and then we're talking about decentralization, you want to see like the teams actually from all over the world, right? So there's a core group of people that are based in Boston. There are people that are living in Canada like me, and then there are people living in Asia, and so we're everywhere. So the artists, Fu and Jinraf, they've been really, really good. But the problem is sleeping, because one of our team member have to like literally switch his sleeping time to match theirs so they can communicate. That's insane.
I feel the pain.
Right? Where are you from, though?
I'm in Korea right now. It's 3 a.m.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for accommodating me. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I guess we won't stay too long. You know, it's really fun chatting with you guys. You know, I do.
No,
want
I
you guys to
love
get
it.
sleep.
That's
You're a DJ.
I
That's why.
love this.
And then our dev, you know, we got Talk, we got here's the other one. If you guys don't know, we have a Degen dev. He's the guy that's behind Cat's website with the trade change. You know how like Cats, they go crazy. Like if they do events, they all suit up. So that's their website. So he created that for them. So Degen Dev's really, I don't think that's him. He usually supports Cats. Anyway, so he's been really good, and then we just locked down another dev. She's from vvdao. You know, her name's Tendies. She's just amazing. She's like she's a queen of devs. Like if you want the best dev, you gotta find her. Yeah.
Her right here.
Was that her?
Yeah. She works closely with you know, a lot of the team, vvdao. You know, she's insane. So like anything we throw at her, she'd be like, yeah, I can do that like in no time. So partially we're waiting on, you know, working with her as well. Yeah, so
I like the name.
part of it's the tech side, part of it is the the art side. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a she.
Yeah,
she's
amazing. I started learning Python, and I've been hitting up Alix every now and then, just asking her strange development questions. I'll hit up Tendies for like basic Python questions.
For sure. I don't know how much time. When is she posting?
I don't even know.
She's funny.
Yeah. You know, she's golden. You know, she's worth every penny that she asks for. So fully support her. She's been super helpful with us too. vvdao, man, like they got some crazy people. Like every crack dev that I meet, they somehow they're related to vvdao.
Nice.
Yeah, so Solinvestor, your goal is to flip up to a monkey by the end of the year, and then become a crazy dev in 2022.
You know what? This is my goal, all right? My goal is to flip enough NFTs until I can afford an SMB. Yeah. And then I'm going to pull off an easy and, you know, fat finger that thing for like 30 years old.
Oh my god,
that's my game plan.
He did that. I can't believe he did that. Yeah, that was so bad. That was so bad. This karma, man. This karma.
Easy things.
Yeah. He should never have sold that monkey. I was so excited for him to buy it. I wanted him to buy one, and he did. And then he just like, oh yeah, I lost it.
It even had like, you know, that Hawaiian shirt thing that I don't know, for some reason he's super into. I've never seen him wear like, you know, a Hawaiian shirt, you know, in real life, or like, you know, when he's on stream or whatever. So I don't know what his PFP obsession is with these Hawaiian shirts.
I don't know. He just loves Hawaii, I guess. I actually met Easy in real life. He's super chilled. I was lucky to be in Boston for work. And that's when Corrupt, Easy and we all met up, and he's so supportive. Easy is just amazing human.
Now I'm excited for Bodega Buddies. Me too.
Like,
hey, so one thing with this, you guys met in Nifty Alpha in what month? What particular like when were you guys in Nifty Alpha?
Oh, we didn't
getting around
Nifty Alpha.
I want to say December, January. Probably almost
I
coming to a
think
year.
I remember
January.
you guys. I
Yeah.
think it rings up because I was a Nifty Alpha at that time too. It's kind of coming like full circle. That's how kind of like
Yeah.
I started as well. And I swear to God, I think I saw Solinvestor there a lot, just like talking because I remember the name. So it's kind of ringing a
Maybe.
bell.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
that stupid board bot PFP for the longest time. Do you remember
Oh
that?
my fucking god! I remember that.
He was such
Dude,
a
I still,
machina.
dude, I still made a bag of them.
Yeah, you
So
did. You did.
I think I made like $2,000-$3,000
Oh
of
my gosh.
Buckborgs, and then I got the OK Bears whitelist from them as well. So that was
Yeah.
another thing.
You gotta thank them. Yeah.
But man, I remember we were trading those. We flipped those right before it crashed.
Yeah. That's the
But
thing with the metaverse place. They were all just gonna be pumping and dumping like crazy.
oh man, dude, when that metaverse place comes back again, it's going to be wild. I
Yeah.
still think gaming crypto is going to be huge. I know Jikan has a few sort of gamified staking aspects to it.
Yeah.
But look, man, we're talking about Bodega Buddies. I mean, I'm super excited to get my forever PFP, I guess, because I can never stick to one. But I think when these things mint,
So your forever is
definitely
gonna be a
forever PFP.
bodega? It's gonna be
It's
a
got to be a
bodega?
Bodega Buddy. It's got to be a
Oh,
Bodega
man.
Buddy.
Oh
You
man.
That's
best
what we
believe
kinda
Jab and I
started.
will be doing it.
See, here's the other question. Would you pay royalties for bodega? Because Easy is all about trading, and traders hate royalties. So I don't know. Will you pay royalties for Easy's project? Because Easy, he ain't paying royalties when he's trading.
I don't know why you putting me on the spot here.
Clipping this.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay, here's the easy way out. When you mint, you pay royalties.
How do you pay
You just
royalties
make-
for a mint? You just pay the mint price.
Yeah, and that goes to the project. There you go.
No, I'm definitely minting, and whatever I mint, that's going to be my that's going to be my PFP.
Oh, what if you get like a
I'm-
chihuahua that's like with a pink dress?
Okay, I gotta hit up this dev of yours, and maybe we can swap. Maybe I can exchange with her.
Yeah. I mean, talk to her. She's amazing. I mean, she's expensive, but
She's
good.
expensive.
But she's good.
One last question.
Yeah, go for it.
So in the beginning of the stream, you spoke about how you got into the space, your mom brought you into the space. My question is, does your mom own any NFTs?
Oh, no, she doesn't.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't own
a good
NFTs. She
God
has a
damn it.
bag of Doge. There you go.
She has a
She's a
Tells
bag
me
of
to
Doge.
sell that bag. She needs to buy a Jikan.
Yeah, she does. Oh,
She
she's
sweep the
so
floor.
funny.
Isn't
mom's
Doge the
a-
only thing holding up right now?
Yeah, it's doing good. I bought more Doge. I bought more off of Elon's pump. Yeah, I
God.
bought more. So who knows? Hey, Twitter. He owns Twitter. He's a big supporter of Doge. You never know. Twitter might
Faith
start
loves
accepting
irony, I
Doge.
guess.
Yeah, it's gonna go to the moon. No, my mom she's hilarious. She's got a ledger. She's got exposure to Bitcoin. She's got exposure to Sol. Unfortunately, I showed her Sol at 200, so she's a bit down, pretty back on Sol. But maybe I'll just buy her out on Sol, and then I'll give her more BTC and stuff like that.
No, it's always fun to speak with the family, on the upcoming Christmas dinner after you showed them sold at $200, $250 last
yeah.
year.
100%, 100%. I was buying myself too, right? So, which is so weird. Like, I remember buying not even one Sol. I buy like 0.2, 0.3 Sol at a time at that time.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, oh yeah, here's $50. I'll get like a whole bunch of Sol. Like, I got like 200 souls in my ledger, but it's worth like almost nothing. So, uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
But here's the thing. Phil is still cheap as fuck. I mean, if a mint is like 3 to 4 Sol, which is like $40, he's like, I'm
yeah,
not doing this. But like a year ago, he was dropping like $400 on a mint.
right?
Oh yeah.
40 bucks
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the Degen mint, not even. It
Yeah,
was
40 bucks
Degen
is
mint. It was Degen mint, man. It's
that's the
crazy.
launch my NFT shit.
Yeah. So, and then, but then this actually taught me a lot in the sense, realistically, projects don't need that much money to run and build, right? Because remember Great Golds, oh my God, those guys, right? Like Great Golds, they made how much money from it? Probably like
Oh
a couple
man.
million, right? Like, what do you need that for? You really don't need that money. So, I do like when people put Sol into USD terms and see how much the project is, asking for and how much oh man, they're at 0.3. Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
So
they still have the dick noses, and that
yeah,
was interesting to
that
see.
was foreshadowing of a rug from the beginning, man. But hey, it was
Oh,
hype.
dude,
Everything was popping at the
50%.
time. Yeah,
we flipped these so hard.
we did,
I
we
remember
did.
that.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
I'm gonna call out Easy because for some reason Easy bought like 30 of these at some point. I cannot
Yeah.
understand for the life of me why he did that.
The thing is, never copy trade easy. Never copy
No,
trade him. Yeah,
never do that.
people don't get it. Like people tracking his wallet, he's so degen and he will cut losses so fast that you don't want to copy trade him. He does weird shit, and you're just gonna lose money if you copy trade him. You're not gonna out trade easy.
Oh man.
But yeah, he sometimes he's a top signal at the same time. And then if you
But
remember Nifty Discord, the worst thing that he can ever say is I'm out. I just sold my bag. And everybody just dumped the whole freaking project. It's insane.
oh god.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand how that guy trades. That dude trades NFTs if NFTs is a liquid market. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, because
I don't think he understands.
everything. He floors
Yeah,
everything.
he's just
I think,
flooring shit. He's just
yeah,
moving from one thing to another.
yeah. I think Elixir he's one of the Elixir's biggest clients probably. He's just like, I don't like this project here. Take it. Dump it all.
Yeah, he's successfully sucking out all the liquidity out of all of
Yeah.
these AMMs single-handedly.
Because it's too much shit. But yeah, he's amazing. I love to see his progression. I remember when we first talked to him, he had like maybe, when he tweets one day at a time, maybe he get like, 10 likes, 20 likes, 40 likes. Eventually you see those moving up. So you guys, just keep consistently pump out content. I'm really excited for you, Solinvestor, honestly. That's when you asked me to come on, like, oh, you're creating your own content. That's really, really amazing. So just consistency, guys. I used to watch Jersey. I used to watch what's the other guy?
Cody.
Cody, yeah. Those were the
Is
guys
this a
to
Cody or
watch.
Ragnar?
What's that?
There was Cody and there was Ragnar. I think both of those sort of were doing similar content at some point.
Yeah, but I don't watch them anymore, right? And yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys. I like the new guys. I always root for people that are trying to make it, and you guys just stay consistent and that'd be it. Yeah, for example, if you look here, that Infinity Armor, I really, really like that one, but we already revamped that already. And
Oh, did you?
yeah, and this does not look as good as the new one. So we're constantly changing things. We're constantly making it better. That's the other thing. We had two artists, right? It's so weird in the sense that they work off each other, but they contradict each other, but they complement each other sometimes too. So having single sole artists for a project is actually a negative versus if you have multiple artists, they really bring out the best of each other. Yeah.
I like the jacket. I think the jacket's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
Gives
jacket
me
is
this.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, our other CM, his favorite is the rock jacket. He wants to get that made in real life. Not this one, the other one.
The other one, yeah, no, dude,
Yeah,
this
This
one
one?
would be wild to rock in real life.
the top left.
The one
Oh,
at the top.
Yeah. He loves this one. He really want to get this one made.
I don't know. I like this one here. This is my favorite out of 4.
Because you're the peacock person now, right?
I feel like
I mean,
Prince
the
for
hat
that
says
one.
it all.
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought.
feels like the type of guy that you would like walk down the street or go to a local restaurant bar and people just know who he is.
Oh man.
Gotta shine.
Jax, look, I think we've been going on for just over an hour now. I think
Awesome.
we've just passed the hour mark.
Yeah, good. At least we didn't have too much dead air. I know Pio hates that, so we did well.
This is awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun chatting with you. Thank you for coming on and just talking to us about Jikan and everything you guys are working for. It's really super incredible to see the journey you guys have been on and just to hear more about where you're headed now. I think it's been super awesome.
Where we head is, I think right now we really want to focus on delivering value to the people that believed in us from the beginning. We have holders that just been holding since mint, and we have people that just been accumulating. So they're the ones that we really want to take care of. And because I think you were scrolling through our Twitter, Art Basel was pretty cool. So a couple of guys from our team went. So we definitely want to. And after they come back and they met some of our holders, and just the feedback just been amazing. So we really want to focus on some IRL stuff as well, both from the team and also just representing and showing the space that we're here to stay. I think that's the biggest message, and that's why I am staying on with them. Is that no matter what happens, we're here to stay. We want to deliver value to our holders. We want to meet them. We want to create something fun for them because at the end of the day, NFTs is almost just is a club. Is just a little club. Like each community, each project is a club, and you really want to just grow that connection. If somebody from our holders can connect to another project, get another job, learn something, launch your own project, that's a dub for us. So we want to connect with our holders more and more. We want to show up to more IRL. We want to do some more merch. We want to, make this art really, really sick, and then just keep adapting. If a project just comes up with a 6 months, a 1 year roadmap and do nothing but to focus on their roadmap, they're just not gonna make it. Right? The meta changed so quick, and you just got to be adaptive. So we have good enough plans for the next 2-3 months, I would say. But we were just gonna constantly try to learn and develop, find additional revenue sources so we make sure we stay. But yeah, I think that's mostly short term. Long term, of course, just as we want to flip the gods. I think that would be the goal to go for. Yeah. So one day Frank should come to us and be like, "Oh, can you pump my bags and tweet about us?" No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think that will be a good goal for every project that takes themselves seriously. Is just to look up who's the best in the ecosystem and just try to take them one day, take over them. Because if you remember, Boy Yoko Dragons were untouchable for the longest time, and they got flipped so easily. Teo came out of nowhere, boom, they're done. And then Solana, and D got from 6 to 400. Like anything could happen, dude. As long as you have the holders that you're looking for, the liquidity is good in the market, people believe in Sol. Anything is possible. Just have to grind it out.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And it does take time. It is a process. And yeah, I'm sure you guys will do amazing, amazing things, especially in the upcoming few months.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the words of encouragement.
Yeah.
Phil?
Yeah, some lovely words out there. Here during the bear market, a lot of your communities are definitely are here, being here in this type of time frame. So that's the beauty of the bear market. You don't have anything outside forces. It's just building. It's all just building, building quietly, and you'll be rewarded eventually from this whole thing. So really enjoyed talking to you and about the project, and it was awesome. Also seeing that there was some type of connection from the past where we all kind of met up in Nifty Alpha. So
Yeah.
overall, just
Yeah.
overall,
Actually, yeah. Go for it. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
I don't know. Just overall, I look forward to you guys with this new art upgrade and seeing what else you guys are gonna come out with the troop token and in the next month or so. And that's basically everything that we have right now. Any last words?
Yeah, just thank you guys. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Solivestor. Thank you for your time. 3 a.m. Man, you guys are crazy. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me. Next time, maybe we'll talk more about the market. I would love to come out again sometimes. It was so fun talking to you guys. And this morning I was literally trying to trade before coming on. Elixir's popping off. I don't know what's happening over there. And I jump in a Nifty and do shout out to Nifty and Easy and all of them. Super excited. And this is what it's about. We're making connections, making friends, and you guys keep at it. I'm gonna watch more of your videos, and then yeah.
Nice. Well, overall, guys, thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. Make sure you comment and like below if you want to see more. And much love and peace.
Thank you. Bye, guys.